Now I will show you how to isolate two of the wires which go to one of the coils from the 86 total coils that I have on my outrunner. The two wires that I'm holding in my hand are the next two wires from this row, which are going to be isolated. Well, they are going to have their crimped terminals isolated. So I have bought heat shrink tube. I have my heat blowing gun here on my table, and I have cut two pieces of heat shrink tube to the exact dimension. And now all I have to do is to hold these two, take one of the heat shrink tube, and wait, I must not lose the other cable or else it won't be good. Take the heat shrink tube, slide it on the cable, nice and easy, and then slide it all the way until it reaches the, I don't know if you can see it so good, until it reaches the crimp terminal, and voila, it is mounted. I do the same for the other one, only you won't see that much because this one is black and the heat shrink tube is also black, but I guess you get the idea. If you can hold on until I get my isolating tape all done. Here is my isolating tape, and now I will have to take a piece of tape, and if I can only find its end to peel it off, wait just a few seconds. So the idea is to peel off a piece of isolating tape and join these two wires together so that you know that they are from the same coil, so you don't mix them up. Just wait a second. Okay, now that you have joined them up and you have put the heat shrink tube, wait, let me make some visibility here. You put the heat shrink tube, you slide it, if you see this is the terminal, the crimp terminal, and you slide it on the terminal like this, and then you raise this part of the terminal, you raise it like this, so that you can access it more easily with the heat blowing gun. And then you start the gun, and you heat shrink the tube on the terminal. I'm going to get my flashlight so I can make some more light so you can see the freshly isolated terminal. This is the one. Hello. Uh, Now I'm passing after labeling the wires with uh, separate numbers for each coil. Each pair of wires has its own number from 1 to 86. And now I'm passing them through my bearing. Well, it's not actually. Well, yes, I'm passing them through the bearing and the inner flange of the bearing, which holds the axle of the actual stator from which these wires come from. And I just wanted to make a video and show you how I do this. I started from the last winding, the 86th winding, the 86th coil, and proceeded gradually uh, passing wires through the bearing, and as the position of the wires moved on clockwise, then I started passing wires through the other section of this of this flange, the flange that is pressed inside the inner diameter of the bearing has 4 sections through which wires can be passed through, and every time the position of the wires moved on clockwise, I left one section and didn't pass any more wires through it, and I moved on further to the next section, and so on. You do it clockwise until you reach the well, in my case, until I will reach the first coil, the first pair of wires. So I went on from 86 clockwise and clockwise and clockwise until I will reach coil number 1. That's about it. Thank you.